is why gay men get princess treatment from guys that they date and straight girls don't. So girls, if you want to start getting treated like a princess, listen up. Okay, first of all, girls will be giving like 100% of their energies to a guy that gives them 10% back, and they think that 10% is a lot because he's so well at manipulating them. Gay men don't fall for this. And also, girls, please stop texting your man so many paragraphs and, you used to act this way and why don't you do this for me? And when you're upset, you send him endless messages and you just rant and rant. Listen, whether it's a straight guy or a gay guy, no one cares when they receive these text messages or these long conversations. No one cares. All it shows is that you're really passionate about this person, and trust me, guys feed off of people when they know that person's really into them. If you're out here sending paragraphs to a guy, he's probably just skimming the messages. The only thing he's getting from it is an ego boost. Listen, with gay guys, we're straight to the point, and at the end of the day, if you disrespect us, we'll just replace you with another person because you are replaceable, especially in the gay dating life. We've all had that one guy that we go crazy over. Trust me, I've been there, but I've learned from my lessons. The thing with girls is they never learn. They give the speeches like, well, you know what, I am a princess, I am the prize, I'm going to make sure my man respects me. But then they literally just go back to their man, disrespecting them. They talk about the theory, but they don't put the practical in, whereas gay men execute the plan better. We also don't date the guy who brings out our anxious attachment style. We date a guy who is stable and secure, successful, and is good for us. Girls love a bad boy. Listen, I love a bad boy as well, but I can still have a bad boy who's successful and not someone who's so hot and cold with me where I don't know where I stand with them. And gay men are comfortable in dating multiple people when dating, unlike straight girls and straight people in general, who normally give their all to one person in the dating stage. Let me remind you that in the dating stage, you are still single. You should be dating multiple people. You should let the person who you're dating know that they are an option in that stage, because if they want something more serious, they will put in the effort and make sure that you are getting the good treatment. I don't know why girls will be giving a low-budget man, who they're not even dating, wife treatment. Stop.
If you know yourself, no one would treat you anyhow, because you value yourself and you value your time, you value your space, and you value how much of yourself you've worked into than to just give it away to anyone. And giving yourself to just anyone like that because you are afraid to be alone, you're afraid to be alone is because you've never been alone with yourself. You've never been alone with yourself, and you're uncomfortable with the idea of someone leaving you to your own fears. So people capitalize on your own fears because you are afraid of your fears. So for me, I'm opening myself to exploring myself, my fear, and the woman that I want to become for myself, fearless woman, bold, strong, outside of a man. Now, when you build your personality inside of a man, and it's not necessarily the woman to blame per se, it's the society. Our mothers conditioned us that men are the prize and this is what you need to do to get a man. And I don't think they are also our mothers are to blame, because they were taught by their mothers as well that this is how it works and this is how things should be. So now you have to recondition yourself and think that actually I want better for myself. And this is where this part comes in.
This is why gay men get princess treatment from the guys that they date and straight girls don't. You will never catch a gay man in self-pity for too long, because if we are dating someone who doesn't respect us, we will cut them off so fast and replace them. We have cut people out of our lives for not accepting our sexuality. Therefore, cutting a romantic relationship out is way easier for us. Us gay guys know this, and that's why we give each other 100%. Girls spend way too long feeling sorry for themselves, saying the lines of, why is it always me? Why do they never pick me? Why am I never the girl? Every time a girl says this, I cringe. You're not in a movie, you're in real life. A lot of you girls know that your man is a red flag and he doesn't treat you well. You ignored your feminine intuition and you got with him, even though you knew you deserved more. Girls always say, why do I attract bad people? Bad people are attracted to everyone. And they are like leeches, and they'll just stick onto anyone that they can. Because you do not have boundaries, they stay around in your life. Girls don't get princess treatment because girls don't stick to their word. They are so quick to give in, and their men knows this as well. Guy won't take you serious when he knows that he can do you wrong, and all he has to do is grovel for a bit of forgiveness, and you'll forgive him. When girls find out something bad about their man, or their man does them wrong, they don't have the courage to leave him. You can get so dependent on your man that you place your value on him. You're so scared to be on your own because you can't imagine living your life without him. You know pronouns like he and him? Your pronouns are she, but not her, because you could never be her. You're not that girl. You don't act like her. You don't have black cat energy. Girls are too uncomfortable in respecting themselves in dating because sometimes that means having to put a man in his place. When a man disrespects you, you should be confident and cut off your energy with him. If that means he doesn't fight for you and he leaves you, then so be it. Men know that you would be more loyal to them than they would be to you. I don't know why you're afraid to show a man that you're not the one to be played with. The guys you date can be ruthless, and they would throw you straight under the bus as soon as they get the first chance. When you start showing men that you're a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and if they don't treat you right, then you're gone, that's when they come correct and start treating you right. This is what gay men do. I don't instruct my man on how to treat me. I don't need to mother him and tell him what to do because he already values me. The problem with girls is they do all these subtle hints. They tag their boyfriend in pictures like, oh, buy me flowers. Or they say things like, oh, well, my best friend's boyfriend bought her flowers, so why don't you buy me flowers? Why don't you take me on this date? Stop mothering him and giving him a map on what to do. All you have to do is treat a man like he's still trying to win you, and that way you'll never lose him. Because when a man knows he's got something good, he will do everything in his power to make sure he maintains that. And if he doesn't treat you like a princess, then he doesn't deserve.
And that's exactly the point. You're not his mother. You're not supposed to mother him. You're not supposed to tell him what to do and how to treat you and how to move and all of these things. Like, you don't have to nag him. Like, if you're nagging him, then you understand that he's with you because it's a safe option. You're a safe option to be with. And you know that you're a safe option to be with. And you know that you've settled for this type of man because you believe subconsciously that there's nothing else better in the world for me than him. I deserve to be with this man, and this man should be with me. So you would rather be with him because you're comfortable, you know? So gay men understand that we are going through so much in a society that does not accept me. I'm not gonna settle. Obviously, it's not all of them. Some of them do have their own insecurities, blah 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 blah. Obviously, but majority of them, they're like, I want a man with money. They would know this. They would say, I am not gonna be that person. I'm not gonna be that girl. I'm not gonna be you. You stuck in your own poverty lane with your budget man and settle for his condition. He would work for you. He would chase you. He would want you to be in his life. And then he won't be complaining about your attitude because he would love you just as you are. He wouldn't tell you to tone anything down. Like, no.